नमः हरि
हरि ओम। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनोभिः व्यसेम देवयितै यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्ताख्यो अरिष्ठनेमिः, स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम अग्ने नय सुपताराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव भयुनानि विद्वान् ययोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेन वो इष्टां ते नम उक्तिं विदेम। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम ब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मण ब्रह्म वर्चसी जायताम्, आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः शूरैषभ्यो अतिव्याधि महारथो अजायताम्, निकामे निकामे न पज्जन्यो न वर्षतु फलवत्यो न वोषधयः, पच्यन्तां योगक्षेमो न कल्पेताम्। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणचक्षुः, स्तोत्रमतो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि, सर्वो ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्, मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु। अनिराकरणम् अस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु, तदात्मनि निरतेः उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। नमस्ते।
फस्ट मंत्र ऑफ यजुर्वेद हेळि ओम इषेत्वोर्जेत्वा। ओम इषेत्वोर्जेत्वा वायवस्थोपायवस्थः देवो वस्सवितो। Yes. With that mantra, with a prayer to cows, the sacrificial Samhita or sacerdotal Samhita, as it is called, or where there are a good number of sacrifices and optional rites have been described. All of them are there. But how do they start Yajurveda? That's really an interesting point for us to note down. Because the Yajurveda is the practical Veda. It's the practical manual for the priest or Ritviks at the sacrifice, the arena of action. So many samharas are needed. Shivalinga, you got it, the mantra? First one, recite. So I just want to point out to us that for all yajnas, the most important one is the milk and the products of the milk. And ultimate product of the milk is the ghee. That is what we call as a clarified butter. So the clarified butter is the food for all gods. So that kind of food will bring us hiranyam by ghrutam, will bring us the ultimate fulfillment of desires and also help us to manage the journey of life upon this earth. Therefore, now as we know that cow is very important in Bharat, and people are all recommending that cow should be made as the national animal of the world, of the country. Of course, we have got peacock and mango, and all these things have been given importance and priorities. But in that context, even go is important. So that adhriyaha is the word which is being used in that go. So adhriyaha. So the Krishna Yajurveda mantra begins like this. Ishetvorjetva vayavasthopayaवस्थः देवो वः सविता प्रार्पयतु श्रेष्ठतमाय कर्मणे आप्यायध्वम् अग्नियाः. So yajamanasya. So this particular mantra we have already noted, and a spark of idea has come up, because adhriyaha apyayatvam, the cows have got to be pleased in order to give the maximum milk with all that. So, and prajavatihi anamiva bhavanaha. So the cows must bless us to give us health and also good food for the maintenance of the body. And like that particular mantra has that prayer. And now we are with the Prathama Kanda and Tritiya Prapataka and Kandikas. We are going where we are all connected with the Agnistoma Pasu. And we have covered the two Kandikas, and now we have to go for that. See, in the first Kandika, we just make a prayer to Devasyatva Savituh Prasave Asvinor Bahubhyam Pushno Hastabhyam Adade Abrirasi Narirasi. That mantra we covered. Whenever anything is taken, we have to remember the Savitru Devata, Savita. Then we have to remember the Aswini Devatas. And then we have to also acknowledge thanks to the Pushan Devata. So under the direction of these three great gods, we are going to do the yajna. Then in the second Kandika, we have seen the request, Uddivagum Stabhana Antariksham Pruna Prithivim Drugamsa Jitanastva Maruto Minoto Mitra Varnayor Druvena Dharmana. Adadmele Brahmavanitva Kshatravanigum Suprajavanigum Rayasposhavanim Paryuhami. So Brahma, Kshatra, Supraja, Raya. As marked out, in Yajurveda, we are having the safety, security, and prosperity for the Brahma, the priesthood, Kshatra, the royalty or Maha Yajamanas, Supraja is the good progeny, and Rayas Posha, the wealth and food. So for these things, we are always making the yajnas. And so we made a further prayer here. Brahmadrugumha, Kshatradrugumha, prajagum drugumha, then rayas posham drugumha. So drumha, drumha, drumha. This is the atharvanic power. When you say a particular word or utterance repeatedly, it will produce a confirmative energy, and that will be confirmed. Therefore, Brahma, Kshatriya, Praja, and Rayasposha. What has been told, Vani, Vani, Vani. Vani is winning, gaining, prosperous. And all this you are able to acquire and may establish, because the last line tells you, Ghrutena Java Pruthivi Aprunetham. And Ghrutena, by offering the ghee or clarified water, you are able to fill up, cover up the entire Java and Pruthivi. Of course, Antariksha in between, we are there always dependent upon these three. Prithvi is the mother, and Java is the brother, and Antariksha is the air, is the living space or moving space. So then we just talk about it. Indrasya sadosi Viswajanasya chaya. So it is Indrasya sadaha. Sada is the seat, and Viswajanasya chaya. Then with that kind of thing, then we say Indrasya syurasi, Indrasya dhruvamasi, Aindramasi, Indrayatva. So in the entire sacrifice, we see the prominence of Vishnu and Indra. Indra is the sacrificer, Yajamana, and Vishnu is the protector. So this is how the whole procedure goes like. Now I am reading the 1, 3, 2, 1. Rakshohano Valagahano Vaishnavan Khanami.
Om Rakshokana Valagahana Vaishnavan Kanami. Rakshokana Valagahana Vaishnavan Kanami.
Idamaham tam valagam udvapami yam naha samano yamasamano nichakana.
Om Idamaham tam Valagamudvapayi Pami Yam na Samano Yamasamano Nichakana. Idamaham tam Valagamudvapami Yam na Samano Yamasamano Nichakane Dhame.
Idamenam adharam karomi yo naha samano asamano aratiyati.
Ne
Idam
madaram karomi yo na samano yo asamano ratiyati. Idame.
aratiyati. I is there, yes is there.
Yes, it is.
So A is hal.
Idame madaram karomi yo na samano yo asamano aratiyati.
Gayatrena chandasa avabadho valagaha.
Gayatrena chandasa avabhado valagaha. Gayatrena chandasa avabhado valagaha.
Kimatra bhadram tanno saha.
Kimatra bhadram tanno saha. Kimatra bhadram tanno saha.
Viradasi sapatnaha.
Viradasi sapatnaha. Viradasi sapatnaha.
Samradasi bhratruvyaha.
Samradasi bhratrubhyaha. Samradasi bhratrubhyaha.
Swaradasya bhimatiha.
स्वराढस्य भिमातिहा स्वराढस्य भिमातिहा
Vishvaradasi Viswasam Nashranagum Hanta.
विश्वाराडसि विश्वासान् प्राणाघम् अन्ताः विश्वाराडसि विश्वावसान्नान् प्राणाघम् अन्ताः.
Here you have got a beautiful, see, we are always afraid of, or we are always given trouble by those people who do not promote Veda, Yajna, who do not promote positive activity, who do not, who want to stop that kind of thing. That's why Ivalagaham Udvapami, and out the enemies that are there categorized, they may be samana, asamana, but when they come to harm us, disturb our sacrificial performances, they are not to be admitted, rather they should be driven off. Therefore, this kind of magical utterances are to be uttered so that you will be free to perform your yagnam without any hindrance or disturbance. So here, and what is the measure through which we are able to do it? That is Gayatrena Chandasa Avabadho Valagaha. Valaga is again an enemy, and he must be also removed. And again, Kimatra Bhadram Tannau Saha. This is a beautiful concept. Nama Yajurveda Kuda, you come across a large number of Subhashitas. Actually, the history of Subhashitas begins from Yajurveda. In fact, long back, we conducted, Veda Kendra conducted a full day seminar in the Kuchalamba Ranga Mandira, in the temple, on Subhashitas, right from Veda and down the other place. So whole day, right from morning to evening, and then we had, and therefore the Yajurveda's contribution for Subhashita is there. What is the Subhashita you are seeing here? Tannau Saha Bhadram. So Nau Saha means it must be Bhadram, both for the gods, both for the Yajamana, and both for the Guru and the Sishya. So both for the husband, both, and also the wife. So itaraha ಈ ಭದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಷೇಮಂ, happiness, permanence. Adalla now, because now means both. That's why we say Sahana Vavatu means Saha now Avatu. And you are making compliment to the Paramatma that he is, what is that? Virat, Samrat, Bhratruvyaha, Swarat, and Viswarat. So Rat is there. So Rat means Rajashabda, authority, brilliance. So, and we have got also the categories of the disturbing agents, fellows, for our procedure. That is Sapatna is again enemy, and Bhratruvya is another enemy, and Abhimati is another enemy, and so ಈ ತರಹ ಇರೋ Valaga is another enemy. ಸೊ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ದೂರ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ Sapatnaha Virat. A Virat is able to keep the Sapatna's enemies away from. And the next one is called Samrat. See, Samyak Rat is Samrat. Visheshena Rat is Virat. And Bhratruvya Ha. The word Ha tells you that he is the winner over those Rakshasas, whenever they are able to be driven away. As we noted, Agamarthantu Devanam, Gamanarthantu Rakshasam. ಸೊ ರಾಕ್ಷಸರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಶಾಂತವಾಗಿರೋ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಜ್ಞಯಾಗಾದಿ ಕೃತಗಳು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. We have to invoke a peaceful atmosphere for any religious activity or directed towards the pleasing of the gods and bringing all benefits for the loka. Therefore, ಈ ಭ್ರಾತೃವ್ಯಾಸ್ are also a kind of enemies. And also abhimati andre incantations, so black magic and ಮಾಟು ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. The people who do that kind of black magic, they will not be visible to you, they cannot be known also, but the influence will be there, and so, or the effect will be there, and that to quell that kind of unknown black magicians, there should be the power, something like a swarat. Swataha rat is swarat. So ಇವella ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ next one is Vishwarat and Vishwasam Nastranagum Anta. So those people who are not devoted to the safety and prosperity of the country, they are to be removed away from the sacred performance that we have planned at this sacred center. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಅಗ್ನಿಷ್ಟೋಮ ಪಶು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ವಲಗಹನ, ಸಪತ್ನ, ಭ್ರಾತೃವ್ಯ, ಅಭಿಮಾದ್ಯ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಗೈನ್ ಇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಖಂಡಿಕ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ more and more security trying to be acquired or assured for the performances. And secondly, there is that Valagahana is another powerful demon or disturbing evil agent. So him also we have to get rid of it. So the next Kandika reads like this. Rakshohano Valagahana Prochami Vaishnavan. Rakshohano Valagahano Avanayami Vaishnavan. Yavosi Yavayasmadvesho Yavayarati. Bhotyanapa, it's easy agide passage.
Om Rakshohana Valagahana Prokshami Vaishnavan. Rakshohana Valagahana Avanava Nayami Vaishnavan. Yavo Asi Yavaya Asmadvesho Yavaya Rati. Rakshohana Valagahana Strunami Vaishnavan. Rakshohana Valagahana Abhijuhomi Vaishnavan. Rakshohana Valagahana Upadadami Vaishnavi. Rakshohana Valagahana Paryo Ami Vaishnavi. Rakshohana Valagahana Paristrunami Vaishnavi. Rakshohana Valagahana Vaishnavi. Bruhannasi Bruhadrava Bruhatir Mindraya Vacham Vada.
So ultimately, this particular passage, ಕೊನೆಯದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಬೃಹನ್ನಸಿ ಬೃಹದ್ಗ್ರಾವ ಬೃಹತೀಂ ಇಂದ್ರಾಯ ವಾಚಂ ವದ ವೈಷ್ಣವಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವಾನ್. ಸೊ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ವಲಗಹನವನ್ನು ಈ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಮೇಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್ that occur in certain mantras, and that will give you complete idea how the mantras will work for the benefit of the sacrificer and his people. And here I'm just talking about, let us talk about this. Valagahana approachami, amele avanayami, yavaya, and avastrunami, Abhijuhomi, avapam, and upadadhami, then paryuhami, and paristrunami, and ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ರಕ್ಷೋಹಣೋ ವಲಗಹನೋ ಸೊ ಬೃಹನ್ನಸಿ ಸೊ ಬೃಹದ್ಗ್ರಾವ ಬೃಹತೀಮಿಂದ್ರಾಯ ವಾಚಂ ವದ. So when the pressing stone for pressing the soma valli and getting the rasa out of it, they will produce a sound. And that sound is highly magical, is highly atharvanic. Therefore, you make a prayer that He Grava Bruhat Asi, and He Grava Indraya Bruhati Vacham Vada. Vacham andre Shabda. Illi. What can the pressing stones would do when you try to pound, use it out? Then they become. So you have come across the Abhra sacrificial ladle taken into service on one hand, and now you have got the mention of the use of the grava, the stones, and ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಜ್ಞ ಸಂಭಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, and they are all divine. So there is a divinity attributed to these implements. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬ್ರಹನ್ನತಿ ಅಂದರೆ you are very great, you are highly valuable, you are highly powerful ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂಥರ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರ ಮಾಡದೆ ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ತೋತ್ರ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕೀ ನೋಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ವೈರಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ಫೇವರ್. ಸೊ ರಕ್ಷೋಹಣೋ ವಲಗಹನೋ ವೈಷ್ಣವಿ, ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಂಬಂಧಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಕ್ಷೋಹಣೋ ವಲಗಹನೋ ಪರಿಸ್ತೃಣಾಮಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವಿ. ಪರಿಸ್ತೃಣಾಮಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್, ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಇಟ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಚೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಕ್ಷೋಹಣೋ ವಲಗಹನೋ ಪರ್ಯೂಹಾಮಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಉಪದಧಾಮಿ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ repeated a large number of times. So yes, I think this is a very clear passage. Let us not spend more time on this. Next we'll go to the 1-3-3-1, where you have something to gather and prayer to go on, and we get some good knowledge also out of these things, because we are going through the mantras for certain things like Upparava Nirmanam, Dhishniya and Vaisarjaniya and Yupachedanam. So in our two Kandikas, you are going to get mantras for cutting the tree for the purpose of the post. Yupa andre sacrificial post anta translate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಯೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ತಂಭ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಯು ಗೋಶಾಲಾ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್, you always see one pillar or gutam being driven into the earth strong, to which the animal is tied and is brought into control. Adrinda Yupachedanam and all that will come there. Now in this third mantra and first one, now you are making a prayer to that. Om Vibhurasi Pravahanaha
Om Vibhurasi Pravahana
Vanhirasi Havyavahanaha
Vanhirasi Avyavahanaha Vanhirasi Avyavahanaha
Swatrosi Prachetaha
Swatrosi Prachetasa Swatrosi Prachetaha
Tuthosi Vishwaveda
Tutosi Vishwaveda Tutosi Vishwaveda
Usigasi Kavihi
Ushigasi Kavihi Ushigasi Kavihi
Angharirasi Bambharihi
Angharirasi Bambharihi अंघारिरसि बंभारिः
अवस्यूरसि मार्जालीयः
अवस्योरसि अस्वाद्युद्योरसि दुवस्वा
झुंझूरसि मार्जालीयः सम्राडसि कृशानुः
दुभ्योरसि मार्जालीयः सम्राडसि कृशानः
परिषद्योऽसि पवमानः
परिषद्योऽसि पवमानः परिषद्योऽसि पवमानः
असमृष्टोऽसि हव्यसूदः
पृथक्वासि नभस्वानः संवृत्तो असि
हव्यसूदः
अव्यसूदः अव्यसूदः
ऋतधामासि सुवर्ज्योतिः
ऋतर्धामासि सुवर्ज्योतिः ऋतर्धामासि सुवर्ज्योतिः
ब्रह्मज्योतिरसि सुवर्धामा
ब्रह्मज्योतिरसि सुवर्धामा ब्रह्मज्योतिरसि सुवर्धामा
जोस्येकपाद
ज्योस्येकपाद ज्योस्येकपाद
ब्रह्म अजोसि एकपाद अहिरसि बुद्धियः
अहिरसि बुद्धियः अहिरसि बुद्धियः
रौद्रा रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने
रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने
विप्रुहि मागुं हिंसीः मामा हिंसीः
विप्रुहि मा इगुंसीः विप्रुहि मा इगुंसीः.
This is an interesting thing where you get some information about it. So, the grava is being told, and what is that grava? Actually, when we go to the commentaries, and also this and also the procedure, how the sacrifice is be conducted, and what are sambharas, then we get some kind of connection to this kind of mantras. That's why we cannot understand easily the addresses that these formulas have been made. But anyway, we understand, we say pravahanaha vibhuhu, havyavahanaha vanhihi, prachetaha swatraha, vishwavedaha tutaha, kavihi usik, and bambharihi angharihi, and duvaswan avasyuhu, marjaliyaha sundhyuhu asi, krushanuhu samrat asi, and pavamanaha parishadyosi, pratakva nabhaswan pratakwasi. So this way we understand a kind of prayer and praise being given to Vibhu means all powerful, all covering all things in it. So that's what you call Vibhu. Prabhu Vibhu. Viseshena Bhavati Vibhu. That means Vibhu is an authority. Therefore, Pravahanaha Vibhu. That is an authority which has got, I think, continuity of power. So, Vibhu Rasi Pravahanaha. Normally, Prabhus must be also Vibhus. So, Bhaskaraha, Prabhakaraha, Vibhakaraha. ಅಮರಕೋಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನನಿಗೆ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಶಬ್ದಾಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ ವಿಭಾಕರ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ ವಿಭಾಕರ ಪ್ರಭು ವಿಭು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ merely holding the chair is not important. but you must have the exercising power to conduct and execute the responsibilities. That is what is called as vibhu. Complete charge ಕೊಡಬೇಕನ್ನ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಪ್ರವಾಹಣ that will be a part of flow. Then ಹವ್ಯವವಾಹನ ವನ್ಹಿ. So ವನ್ಹಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ವೇಯರ್, ಅಗ್ನಿ. ಆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ he has been given. So whatever that you offer into the yajna vedi, when Agni is there, he turns himself to be as a Havyavahana. Havya ಅಂದ್ರೆ conveyor of the oblations. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆಬ್ಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅವರವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ he will deliver them. That's why Havyavahana. That's why Havyavahanaaya Swaha. ಅಗ್ನಯೇ ಹವ್ಯವವಾಹನಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹವ್ಯಯೇ ಅಗ್ನಯೇ ಹವ್ಯವವಾಹನಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ. So then here Vanhirasi Havyavahanaha. Next one you get we are only trying to know the verbal physical meaning at the surface value. We are not going into details about each of these formulas, and that too, for that purpose we have to make extra effort, and commentators' knowledge also is to be taken, and how each sometimes the commentators too vary in giving different meanings and applications also. But here our purpose is only to get hold of the physical, verbal, direct meaning. Now again, Vishwavedaha Tuthosi. Tutha is the name of Agni. When he is called as the Vishwavedaha, means all knower. So there is nothing that is not to the notice, or that is not noticed by Agni, or that does not go to the notice of Agni. So ella gottide, Mr. Everybody. Something like Surya Bhagavan or or Lord Rudra. That's why Rudra, ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ we come across ರೌದ್ರೇಣ ಅನೇಕೇನ ಪಾಹಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. So Raudra Anika means it is highly active and energetic facing or the forwarding. That is what to happen. So Vishwavedaha Tutaha. See, you are Tutha, O Agni, all knowing. And another word is Kavihi Usigasi. So Kavi andre Krantadarsi, wise person. Usik andre Usanaha Vyasaha. Usik andre highly knowledgeable and wisdom-ridden persons. So Angha. Then Bambharihi Anghari. And Duvaswan Avasyuho. So Anghari is the seeker of support. Anghari means, Bambhari Anghari means that we are always approaching the gods in order to derive some help or the other from the respective gods for the promotion of people, for the promotion of the people, others. So Anghari Rasi Bambharihi. And again, Avasyuhu Asi Duvaswan. So Syuhu is is the needle. So that needle means in order to connect everything, you require that kind of connector, the swan. And again, Sundhyuhu Marjaliyaha. See, Sundhyu means pure, bright, prosperous. All that attributes are there for the Marjaliya. Marjaliya is again, I think this is a name of the priest Marjaliya, one of the priests that occupy in the performance of the sacrifice. but I'm not sure about it. But anyway, I'm slowly forgetting my knowledge, which I have stored when I was a student in Veda research in Pune long years back. But still I recall whatever culture that our gurus have given me. And every day we make Guru Vandanam. So we request, because all my gurus in Pune, they're all deep scholars. So with their anugraha only, I'm able to do something. So Narjaliya Sundhyuhu, that is very bright. And again, Pavamanaha Parishat Asi. Pavamanaha means purifier, sanctifier, sanitizer. Parishat means all those people that have gathered along on the sacrificial pandal. ಈ ಯಜ್ಞ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಜ್ಞಶಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೋಮಶಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂತಾರ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಡು ಪರಿಷತ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಶತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಉಪನಿಷತ್, ಪರಿಷತ್ ಅನ್ನಂತ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದ. ಶತ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಒನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ನಭಸ್ವಾನ್ ಪೃಥಕ್ವಾಸಿ. ಸೊ ನಭಸ್ವಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಸಿ. So Nabhaswan andre the sky, the antariksha, and that is really spreading as such. Prataktvas. Then you have Asamrushtosi Havyasudaha. Havyasuda is trying to pierce the or separate or divide the Havya, the offering material. You know, Havya is that which you are keeping ready to be offered into the fire. Havya, and Kavya is one which you offer for the departed souls. And so we want to have Havya. And Havya Suda means getting them divided and bits and all that and ready for use is called whatever that is being done, Asamrushtaha. And again, and here I remember Vasishtha Maharshi's beautiful answer for Vishwamitra, who was stubborn to take away the Kamadhenu from Vasishtha Maharshi. And there was a big fight and all those things. But before that, when Vishwamitra requested for the Kamadhenu to be given to him so that he would give tens and thousands of cows in exchange to that Kamadhenu. But he said, Aya, Vishwamitra, Maharaja, you are a Chakravarti and you have all scope for many more things. But what about me? I am far away from that madding crowd and I'm in a hermitage. I am doing all Dharmakriya and I am also doing tapas and I am maintaining an ashrama and many things. So I need the cow. And for that purpose, Valmiki Maharshi gives us a beautiful sloka. See, Havyam Kavyam cha Pranayatra me pravartate ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಹಸುವಿನ ಹಾಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ದೇವತಾ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಿತೃ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಜೀವಯಾತ್ರ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಹಿಂದೂ or any man in the life, what are the three things that one has to be committed to? Andre nama Veda helutte, Ramayana is also Veda only. So ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೈವೇದ್ಯಾದಿಗಳಿಂದ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು. Today, Bhadrapada Suddha Chaturdashi, there are many people who will be performing or will perform the Ananta Padmanabha Swami Vratam, where Vishnu is Padmanabha and there's Ananta, Nagaraja and Yamuna Devi. All these things are being respected on this particular day to add to merit. Varshe Kartavya. So here we see that Asamrushtohi Havya, this sacrificial offering which you which we keep it ready. And again, Suvarjyotihi Rutadhama. So Suvarjyoti andre Suvaha andre Swarga. I mean Akasha, Juloka. Alliro Jyoti ಯಾವದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಆದಿತ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವರು ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ನೇಮ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸುವರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ. ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಕೈ. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ವಾಟೇಜ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್. ಆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶಮಾನವಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಿ ಲೈಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಸೂರ್ಯ? Surya is said to be Rutadhamasi. Rutadhama andre dwelling place. You remember Char Dham, they say it. So illi Rutadhama means Ruta andre cosmic law. Rutam Satyam. These are the two important cosmic laws which are bound for human and divine. So if at all they want to have better lokas and prosperity upon in this world or outside, they must be Rutavan, Satyavan. Satyavan, Rutavan are taken to be the practitioners of these laws, and they will be always conforming to that. So here, Surya Bhagavan is regular. Vayu is regular. So that's what exactly being told to us in Taittiriya Upanishad also. Bhishasmat vatapavate bhishodeti suryaha bhishvad indrascha agnischa, etc. So Bhisha, what is that Bhisha? Fear. Fear against what? Rutam. So Rutadhama senuvaga Rutavannu rhythm anna rhyme anna tappade ತಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಆ ತರಹ ಇರುವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡವನು ಈ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಅಗ್ನಿ, ಸುವರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ. ಆ ಸುವರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿಗಿನ್ನ ಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿರಸಿ ಸುವರ್ಧಾಮ. ಸೊ ಸುವಹಾಧಾಮ, ದಿ ಆಕಾಶ, ಹೆವೆನ್, ಸ್ವರ್ಗ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಧಾಮವಾಗಿ ಇರೋದು ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿ, the eternal light that is there. So Brahma Jyoti Rasi Suvardhama. I hope all these things will tell you how we are able to recognize the deities at the grava and other sacrificial things, and see that we are going to start with the performance of the yajna, and ultimately we have got to note down Ruta and Brahma. And this exactly what say Rutam cha Satyam Rutam cha Siddha Tapasodhyajayata. ಈ ತಪಸ್ಸು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನೇ ತಪಸ್ಸು. Next one is Ajosyekapad Ahirasi Buddhiya. So Ahar Buddhiya is the Raudranena. So Ajosi Ekapat, you are the Aja andre goat. And Ekapad means standing on one foot. So Ajosi Ekapat. And Ahir Buddhiya antar. Ahirasi Buddhiyaha. Buddhiya is bright and intelligent and wise. Ahi refers to, I think, actually Ahi means serpent, the crawling creatures which has not got foot, but it has its own symbolic signification. Ahirasya enuvaga able to encroach and reach places. So Buddhiyaha Ahihi Asi and Ajaha Asi Ekapato. So Ekapat means singularized pathway, as that. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ we make a general protective mantra formula whereafter the next proceedings of the yajna must get really secured. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ರೌದ್ರೇಣ ಅನೀಕೇನ ಪಾಹಿ ಅಗ್ನೇ. See, O Agni, you assume the Rudra Mukha. What do you mean? Aghora, Aghora, Ghoratara, Aghoratara, etc. are the rupas of Agni. ಸೊ ಈ ರೂಪಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂಥ ರುದ್ರ ರೂಪದಿಂದ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಸೇ ಮೀಢುಷ್ಟಮ ಶಿವತಮ ಶಿವೋನಃ ಸುಮನಾ ಭವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಮೀಢುಷ್ಟಮ, he is very compassionate, ಶಿವತಮ, peace provider. And because of these two wonderful qualities of Agni, Rudra, or Surya Bhagavan, or who is Ritudhama, who is Brahma Jyoti, in other words, so Suvardhama, all these people have got to, he Palako Bhava. Palaka andre manager. So Pali is the Rakshanala. So a manager is most important in any office. So the entire office depends upon the skills and ability and administrative knowledge that the manager would have had. Adrinda illi pahi palaya asman is one work that we assume, we attribute to Agni. Amele mam agne pipruhi. So Agni mammalna truptanagi maadi. Pipruhi means to make us completely filled with satisfaction. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ we must get some kind of satisfaction. If not, we will be always becoming worries. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮಗೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿ, ಪಿಪ್ರುಹಿ ಇಸ್ ತೃಪ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತೃಪ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮೀ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಇನ್ ದಟ್. And ಈ ಎರಡು ಮಾಡುವಾಗ when you are managing, when you are providing me the satisfaction, but you never give scope to that, I get really hurt because of that. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಆದರೂ ಆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೀಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಕಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬಾರ್ದು. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್, that good must continue to be good, but it should not be a problem. That's why we make a prayer. Pipruhi ma vipruhi mano higumsi. So ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಅವರು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಓದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜು.
ಓಂ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಓದ್ಬಿಡ್ಲ ಗುರುಗಳೇ?
ವಿಭೂರಸಿ
ವಿಭೂರಸಿ ಪ್ರವಾಹಣ ವನ್ನಿರಸಿ ಅವ್ಯವಾಹನ ಸ್ವಾತ್ರೋ ಅಸಿ ಪ್ರಚೇತಾಸ್ತುತೋ ಅಸಿ ವಿಶ್ವವೇದ ಉಷಿಘಸಿ ಕವಿರಂಪಾ ರಂಗಾರಿರಸಿ ಭಂಭಾರಿರಸ್ಯುರಸಿ ದುವಸ್ತ್ವಾಂ ಚುದ್ಯೋರಸಿ ಮಾರ್ಜಾಲಿಯ ಸಂಭ್ರಾಡಸಿ ಕೃಶಾನಃ ಪರಿಷದ್ಯೋಸಿ ಪವಮಾನ ಪ್ರತಕ್ವಾ ಅಸಿ ನಭಸ್ವಾನ ಸಂಭೃಷ್ಟೋ ಅಸಿ ಅವ್ಯಸೋಧ ಋತಧಾಮಾ ಅಸಿ ಸುವಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿರಸಿ ಸುವರ್ಧಾಮಾ ಅಜ್ಜೋ ಅಸ್ಯೇಕ ಪಾದ ಇರಸಿ ಬುದ್ನಿಯೋ ರೌದ್ರೇಣ ನೀಕೇನ ಪಾಯಿಮಾಗ್ನೇ ಪಿಪ್ರುಹಿ ಮಾ ಇಗುಂಸಿ.
Very good. So it is one set of protection, maintenance, and further request. If at why mahi gumsihi is uttered, in case some kind of doshas might come. Idaksharam pada brashtam mama anta heltivalva, and abhir gir bhedato navunam. So while performance, there may occur some kind of mistake or doshas. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ. ಹಿಂಸೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಆಯುಧದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ. It only means that by any chance, if there are slips, that must be condoned, and see that I will continue to perform the yajna uninterruptedly and able to bring forth the grace of the gods and also the items that are being used in the sacrifice. Secondly, there are so many Agni, and what are the forms of the gods? All those forms are being mentioned to us. For example, Tutha, Usako, Anghari, Jambhari is worshipped. Marjaliya, Bright. So, ಈ ತರಹ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಹೆಸರುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಪಾಹಿ ಮಾಗ್ನೆ. And in the next Kandika, we go to see that Vagum Soma Tanukrubhyo Dveshobhyo Anyakrutebhya Uruyantasi Varuthagum Swaha Dusano Apturajyasya Vetu Swaha. So Ishtanika Swahakara Bandila. Now you get to one more Swahakara. Illinda yajna anodu start agate. Swaha andre namga I have told you the meanings, and I will further explain this particular 1, 3, 4 in the next session. And so up till now in the Agnishtoma Pashu section, we have seen how much security, sanity, serenity, etc. are being acquired. Secondly, we requested the gods, Indra, Vishnu, and others correspond, Agni, see that all these people, because any yajna we perform is called Devakarya. So, ಆ ದೇವಕಾರ್ಯದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಾರೂ ಅಡ್ಡ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಲಲಿತಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಪಾಪ ಆದಿಶಕ್ತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಅವರ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತಾ, ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ಞಿ, ಶ್ರೀಮತ್ ಸಿಂಹಾಸನೇಶ್ವರಿ. She has all top designations and work and functioning and qualities. But she is born Chidagnikunda Sambhuta. Why are you being born? When you are born, you must have a purpose. Because purpose illde birth or activity or movement is a waste. So, Devakarya Samudjata, Devata Karigaru, andre Dharma Samsthapana and Dharmodharana, Vedodharana, etc. Inthavella agre, and it will remain for the posterity. Devakarya. Adrinda, ee Devakarya maduvaga, we are all supposed to be very careful and acquire all the prosperity. We stop here. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Vavato Sahana Bhunaktu Sahavijankaravavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, markaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Satam. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamasta. Shri Vasudevarpanamasta. Shri Veda Purusha Ashirvadosto. Om Tat Satam. Hari Om Namaste.
Thank you. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಮನೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ.
ಸರಿ ಗುರುಗಳೇ,
ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಗುರುಗಳೇ.
ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್.